Hello everyone and welcome to a practice video about general identification of a given conic section. So let's just say we have this formula above here, this ax squared. So let's just say this is the general form of the conic section, but the term xy is excluded, like it's not included. So we have instead ax squared plus by squared plus cx plus dy plus e is equal to 0. So with this given general form, how would you know if the given conic section is circle, hyperbola, ellipse, or parabola, generally speaking? All right. So yeah, last time we actually had a practice problems about it, right? I already gave you the summary. How would you know if this? How would you generally identify if it's a circle or not? Yeah. All right. But here, there's like another guide that I believe it can help you. Right. This chart right here. So this chart, all right, it starts with the first question. Does x squared and y squared exist together? Right. So there's a yes or no. So let's just say it's a yes. All right. Does x squared and y squared exist together? So let's just say it's a yes. So if you're going to answer yes, you're going to proceed here to the next question. Are they the same in terms of number? Like the coefficients of x squared and y squared, are they the same in terms of number? So there is a yes and there is still a no. So let's just say you pick yes, all right? Because in your observation, yes, they have the same number. So if they're the same number, you will proceed to this question, all right? The third question. Are they the same in terms of sign? So there's a yes and no option, of course. So let's just say it's a yes. Let's just say they have the same sign. So what would be the answer? The answer would be circle. All right. Remember, you will know if it's a circle if the same number and the same sign. All right. But let's just say, yeah, we go back to the third question here. All right. Let's just say the same number, yes, but not the same in terms of sign. Basically, it's a no. Then the answer is hyperbola. All right, same number but different signs, like opposite to each other. Hyperbola. All right, remember in hyperbola, it doesn't matter if the numbers or the coefficient, the numbers of x squared and y squared are the same or not. What it matters is that they have opposite signs. All right. Now, how about we go back to the second question to the left? Like, let's just say here, all right? Let's just say that your answer here is no, right? Are they the same in terms of a number? The answer is no. So here you will have third question, which is just the same as this one, right? They're just the same. So okay, not the same answer. All right, not the same answer. Okay. So are they the same in terms of sign? So if they have the same sign, let's just say it's a yes, then it's an ellipse. Remember, in ellipse, the numbers for x squared and y squared should not be equal or should not be the same, but they should have the same signs. All right, so that is ellipse. Now, okay, but what if, yeah, okay, let's just say it's a no. All right, so not the same number and the signs are not the same, they're opposite. Then it's a hyperbola. Remember, in hyperbola, it doesn't matter, again, if it's at the same number or different number. All it matters is that the signs should be opposite to each other. All right? So, yeah, that's like the overview for the left part. But how about to the right part? Like, for example, on a top question, on the question, does x squared and y squared exist together? And then your answer is no. So if your answer is no, you have second question here. Do either of them exist? What I mean by either of them, meaning does it only involve x squared or does it only involve y squared? All right. So if it only, I mean, if it only involves x squared or y squared, that means your answer is yes. And if your answer is yes, then your answer is parabola. All right. But what if they don't exist? All right. They don't exist. Like there's no x squared, there's no y squared. As if that your answer is no. Then there is no conic section. All right. It's not a connect section, basically. It's NA. All right. Or just simply put none. That's it. All right. So let's try to apply this chart in our practice problem. All right. So we have this one. Okay. These practice, these equations here. All right. Let me just zoom out a bit. Let me just zoom out a bit. Right. There we go. Let me take a look though. All right. Let me just bring down my camera here. There we go. That's it. Okay. We're good to go. Right. So, wait. Right. So now we can relate this chart to the given problem. Let's start first with the first problem. We have 5x squared plus 5y squared minus 100 is equal to 0. First question, does x squared and y squared exist together? Since we have 5x squared, 5y squared, then the answer here is yes. Second question, are they the same in terms of number? So we have 5x squared and 5y squared. Both of them have the same number, which is 5. So it's a yes. Now we proceed to the third question. Are they the same in terms of sign? Now, since here, both of them are positive, so we can say it's a yes. Therefore, your answer is a circle. So the answer for the first problem is circle, right? It's a circle. That's it, right? It's a circle. All right. Okay, so we proceed to the next problem. Let me just erase the green pen colors. All right, there we go. Second, we have 2x squared plus y squared minus 12x plus 2 is equal to 0. Okay. So, first question, does x squared and y squared exist together? There is an x squared and there is a y squared. So, it's a yes. Now, proceed to the second question. Are they the same in terms of number? Now, we have 2x squared and y squared. Remember, y squared is just the same as 1 times y squared. Look at the numbers. The numbers here are not the same. So, it's a no. Alright, it's a no. So, now we will proceed to the third question. Okay, it's a no. So, next question, are they the same in terms of sign? So, both of them are positive. So, it's a yes. So, if it's a yes, that means it's an ellipse. The answer for this problem is ellipse. Okay? This is an ellipse. All right? Oh, wait. Let me just change that. Wait, I can't switch color though. Oh, wait. I misclicked. Forgive me. This is an ellipse. Right? That's it. Okay, so we are good to go. Now let's go proceed to the third problem. So third problem, we have 2x squared plus 2y squared plus 2x is equal to 0. Okay, same pattern. Does x squared and y squared exist together? So there is x squared and y squared, so it's a yes. Now, are they the same in terms of number? We have negative 2x squared and y squared, which is just the same as 1y squared. So we have 2 and 1, so it's a no. They're not the same. Now, how about the signs? Okay? Are they the same in terms of sign? If you're going to take a look, x squared is negative, y squared is positive. So the answer for that is no. So it brings us to the conclusion that this is a hyperbola. Right? The answer for the third problem is hyperbola. That's it. All right? I think you get the pattern here. But we're going to, continue solving these problems. All right? So we have the next one. Right? Here we have 2y squared plus 2x minus 1 is equal to 0. Okay. First question. Does x squared and y squared exist together. We have y squared, but there is no x squared. So this leads us to the no option. There is they don't exist together. All right. Now this brings us to the second question. Do either of them exist? Like, uh, do like x squared exist or y squared exist? So here, according to the problem, y squared exists. So that means it's a yes. So our answer here is parabola, right? Parabola. That's it. Parabola. That's it, right? Simple as that. Okay. So what now? Next, we will proceed to the another problem. Another problem. I mean, sorry. We have 4x squared minus 2y squared plus 2x minus 8y is equal to 0. So still the same thing. You will start from the top. Does x squared and y squared exist together? So there exists x squared and y squared. So the answer for that is a yes. Now for the second question, are they the same in terms of number? So we have 4x squared negative 2y squared. So this one, they're not the same. We have 4 for x, 2 for y. So the answer for that is no. Now let's go to the next question. Are they the same in terms of sign? So here, 4x squared is positive and 2y squared is negative. So in other words, they are not the same. So to conclude, the answer is hyperbola. All right? The answer for this one is hyperbola. Right? Let me put it here. Right? Hyperbola. That's it. All right? Now, next problem. All right, let me just erase this. Oh, no, no, no. Careful, careful. All right, let me just erase this. All right, we have x plus 2 is equal to 0. All right, x plus 2 is equal to 0. Okay, so first question. Does x squared, y squared exist together? So we just have x plus 2, so that means it's a no. Right, it's a no. Now, let's bring us to the second question. Do either of them exist? So when we say either of them exist, it means that okay, they don't exist together, but do they exist only one of them? Like, okay, x squared and y squared don't exist together, but does it contain x squared or y squared? Okay, that's basically another way of saying do either of them exist. But you see, in this problem, there's no x squared and y squared at all. Like, at all. There's no x squared and y squared at all. So, this is a no. Okay? Because if one of them exists, you know, like, yeah, they don't exist together, but one of them exists, then yes. If it's a yes, then it's a parabola. But here, all of them, I mean, both of them don't exist. So the answer for that is NA, or we can just simply say none. Okay, we can just simply say none. Okay, all right, so let's go. So we have this one 9x squared plus 12y squared plus 72x minus 144y minus 36 is equal to 0. So again, first question, as always, does x squared and y squared exist together? All right, first question. So if you would notice, we have 9x squared, we have 12y squared. So the answer for that is a yes, because there is a x squared and y squared. Now, next question. Are they the same in terms of number? We have 9 for x squared and we have 12 for y squared. So, no, because we have 9 for x squared, 12 for y squared. They're not the same. Now, how about signs though? Are they the same in terms of sign? Both of them are positive, so it's a yes. And the answer for this problem is an ellipse. All right, it's an ellipse. So this is ellipse, right? It's ellipse. Now here we have 4y squared minus 7x minus 8 is equal to 4x squared. Now what's the answer here? Let me just let me just what do you call this one? What's that again? Let me give you a moment to answer this problem. What do you think is the conic section when you have a given equation in which this is the equation itself? So, what conic section is this? If you think your answer is circle, then you're wrong. This is not a circle. This is not a circle. Now, if you're going to ask me how, all right? Remember, all right? It always starts with the first question, right? Does x squared and y squared exist? So yes, we have 4y squared, we have 4x squared. So it's a yes, all right? It's a yes. Now, second question, are they the same in terms of number? So we have 4 for x squared, 4 for y squared. So meaning it's a yes. They have the same number. Now, how about for signs? Are they the same? So in this point of view, you may say it's a yes. Okay? In this point of view, you may say it's a yes. Then you would jump to conclusion that it's a circle. But remember, okay, remember that we are basing the formula with these. Okay, these. Ax squared plus by squared plus cx plus dy plus e is equal to 0. Alright? So meaning, make sure, in other words, all terms must be grouped on one side. Okay, as much as possible. Okay? Because when you group all terms in one side, there you will know if this is generally a circle, parabola, yada yada. Okay? So, since we have 4x squared on the right, we can group it going to the left. So, as a result, we have negative 4x squared plus 4y squared minus 7x minus 8 is equal to 0. That's it. All right? This is now the general formula. When you say general formula, all terms are expanded and all terms are grouped in one side. All right. So point being, if you see any term that that you may seem that it's jumbled where there's a term on the left and term on the right, you must group them in one side. All right. And of course, make sure they are all expanded. So let's go back. This is already in general form. So what is now your answer? Okay. So now in this case, if you're going to observe, yes, x squared and y squared exist together. They do. It's obvious. It's already here, right? X squared, y squared. Now, are they the same in terms of number? So just like before, it's a yes. We have 4 and 4. But are they the same in terms of sign? No, because one of them is negative, which is this one, and one of them is positive. So the answer for that question is hyperbola. Right? This is a hyperbola. Okay? Not a circle. Right? I already explained it to you. Okay? This is a hyperbola. So let's recall again. Why is it called hyperbola, not a circle? Because first and foremost, all terms must be grouped in one side of the equation. Not there's a term on the left, term on the right. No. All terms must be grouped on the left side. Okay? Or any side. As long as the other side must be 0. Then, that's the time you will decide whether this is a given circle or not. Alright? Now, how about this one? Second to the last, we have 10x squared minus y squared is equal to 5. Now, as much as possible, again, group all terms on the left side, all right? Even if it's a constant term on the right. So we have 10x squared minus y squared minus 5 is equal to 0. Now, you decide, all right? What do you think is the answer here? So let's check, all right? What do you think is the answer here? 10x squared minus y squared is equal to 5. So let's check. Does x squared and y squared exist together? It's a yes. Why they do? Why they do exist together? All right, we have 10x squared and we have minus y squared. Are they the same in terms of number? Well, we have 10x squared, and here we have negative y squared. That means we have negative 1 y squared. So, no. 10 is for x squared, 1 is for y squared. Now, are they the same in terms of sign? So, both of them are not the same because one is positive and the other is negative. So, it's a no. So, the answer for that is hyperbola. All right. So the answer for the second to the last problem is just the same answer as the previous one, which is hyperbola. Hyperbola. That's it. And now, lastly, we have 1 half x squared plus 0.5 y squared is equal to 5. Now, I will let you pause this video and think what would be the answer for this one. All right. Don't forget the chart, by the way. I think it's better to screenshot this, right? Screenshot it now. Then after that, you would use it to base it as your answer or use it as a way for you to answer this problem. So in this problem, what conic section is this? Okay. Want to know the answer? It's a circle. Right? This is a circle. How did I know that it's a circle? First, all terms must be grouped in one side. We have 5 here, so we will group them all. So we have 1 half x squared plus 0.5 y squared minus 5 is equal to 0. Now, okay, let's go back to the problem. Since all terms are grouped in one side, we can now go here in this chart, all right, in this chart. Wait, I can't, all right, there you go. So again, does x squared and y squared exist together? The answer is yes, they do. Because we have 1 half x squared and 0.5 y squared. All right. Now next question. Are they the same in terms of number? What do you think? The answer is yes. They are the same. Okay? They are the same. 1 half is just the same as 0.5. 0.5 is just the same as 1 half, and the same way 1 half is just the same as 0.5. So, yes, they are the same. Now we can proceed to the next question. Are they the same in terms of sign? Since both of them are positive, so it's a yes. Therefore, the answer here is a circle. And that is how I got the answer for the last problem. And that is all, guys. All right, that is all. All right, I actually forgot to erase the other circles. But yeah, that is all, guys. So now our next topic would be circles, right? We're going to learn more about circles, right? So I think that will be all. So I hope you've learned something in this video. Then yeah, that's it, guys. See you soon.